Hi friend, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. This is Danny from Wild Coast Pilates and we're on Quaggill First Nations territories today. It's such a beautiful summer day here on the island. You can hear the lovely birds are singing us some nice songs. Today we're going to do a simple workout for uneven hips. So if you've got tight hips or maybe some lower back pain, there can be a lot that happens with our pelvis no matter what's happened to you in life, whether it's pregnancy or injury or maybe just some postural adaptation. So today we're going to work on correcting that. So I want you to be mindful if you know that you've got one hip that's higher than the other, think about maybe working the lower hip a little bit more. So do a few more reps on that lower hip than the high one. Of course, I'm always going to encourage training both sides, especially my background as a pole dancer. We always train both sides. However, specifically for this, if you have a hip that is weaker and a little bit lower, I'm going to encourage you to add a little bit more love on that side. So for today, all we're going to need is our yoga block and our mat. Feel free to throw on your favorite music, and whenever you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. So first things first, let's place our hands on our hips and we're gonna do a quick warm up for our hips. However, before we get into that, I just wanna talk really quickly about our neutral spine. So if you see me from the side here, naturally, our curvature goes that we're a little bit rounded through the top and then have this little bit of a sway in the back, and then our tailbone kind of curls forward. A lot of us have postural adaptations, again, as I mentioned earlier, whether it's pregnancy or just a lot of us are kind of rounded and hunched through the sacrum, through the lower back, especially with sitting. I want us to think about growing nice and tall through the spine. And if you were to place a hand on the pubic bone and a hand on the chest, you would want them to be equally stacked one above the other, okay? So we don't want to be here, we don't want to be here. Try to just find your stack. So that's what I'm referring to when I say the stack. These two are stacked. We're growing nice and tall. Hands on the hips, feet are hip width apart. And we're going to slowly just do some hip circles, just loosening up our hips a little. Good. Draw the belly button to the spine. Draw those bottom ribs down and in. Good. And if you see me from the side here, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking of really hinging at the hips and flattening out the lower back. So what I don't look like is kind of rounded. I'm thinking of really lifting the tailbone to the sky. Good. Growing long through the spine. Good. We're going to switch directions. Good. So again, nice flat lower back. I'm not here. I'm nice and long, keeping it going. Awesome. From here, we're going to have our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. You can have your toes pointing a little out. If you're really tight through the hamstrings and hips, you can always use your yoga block. You can have it whatever height, and you can also have it beneath your bum where you would be sitting to help you, whatever feels good. From here, I'm going to come down. I'm going to sit. I'm going to move my block because I don't need it. We're going to come down. We're going to come up. We're going to come down. We're going to come up. And as you may have noticed, I've got my ankle weights on. You definitely don't need any weights. You can do this body weight, no problem. Good. I'll show you from the side here what I look like. So my legs are straight, my knees are soft. I'm coming down. I'm trying to keep that lower back nice and flat. So I'm not rounded and hunched here. I'm thinking about elongating the lower back, lifting the tailbone up to the sky, and kind of thinking of shooting my tailbone and head away from each other. Come up, come down. Again, remember, if you need your block, you can totally use that as well, or just a little bit of added support. Good. On this next one, we're going to stay at the top. We're just going to straighten and bend one knee at a time, just walking it out. Again, I'm flattening through that lower back, lifting the tailbone to the sky. Beautiful work. And then from here, I'll just turn back this way. I'm going to come down nice and low. I'm going to try to drop one knee in, bring it out. One knee in, bring it out. So you don't have to go very far. You can also place your hands on the ground to support you. So one behind, one in front. And then just see, you can even just gently drop the knee in and bring it back. You don't have to go far. Try to avoid leaning over. So try to stay kind of stacked again, sternum over pubic bone, coming in and over. Good. I'm fighting a little bit of a downward slope in the beach behind me. So at some point, Danny may go somersaulting backwards into the water. I'll be fine. We'll have a good laugh out of it for sure. Good. Perfect. And from here, come on up. So our hips should be nice and warm. Feel free to shake it out however you feel like you need to. And let's grab our block. So we're going to start with our hip hiker. So for your hip hiker, we're going to stand on your yoga block. If you don't have a block, even a step in your house is totally fine. Try to find your balance. Again, Danny might go falling backwards. With my stabilized or my block side leg, I'm going to keep my knee totally straight and my hips are going to be uneven. So this hip is kind of up, this hip is low. We're going to work on strengthening this hip. So again, if you have uneven hips, if you know the lower hip, or sorry, if you know which hip is the lower side, that would be the one that you would want to be training more off the block, okay? So arms can be out for balance. You can even have your foot resting gently on the floor here. We're going to work on engaging through the core to lift this hip up. Bring it down, bring it up, bring it down, bring it up. So this knee here on the block is totally still. I'm drawing my belly button to the spine. I'm tucking my bottom ribs in. And every time I'm hiking this hip up, I'm engaging through my pelvic floor, lifting everything up. Beautiful work. So when we're talking about pelvic floor engagement, imagine you're trying to stop the stream of pee. If you're a female, imagine you're pulling a little blueberry up inside the vagina. And if you're a biological male, imagine you're trying to pull the family heirlooms out of some cold water. Good. I'll turn just the other way so you can also see from a few different angles from the back here. So again, my block side knee is totally straight. It's soft. It's not locked out or anything. And then I'm going to hike this hip up. Up. Woo! Losing balance. Up. 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 Beautiful work. Keeping it going. Good. We're going to switch sides. So for the other side, I will do it side facing so you can see as well. Here we go. So again, I'm not here. I have a stack. So my chest and my pubic bone are level with each other. My knee is totally straight. I'm hiking that hip up, hiking it up, hiking it up. So depending on the kind of yoga block you're using a cork one is lovely for this exercise because it's so firm. I'm on a foam block as well as a thick foam pad, so everything feels extra squishy, but it's fine. Good. Keeping it going. I'll just turn this way. So again, really focusing on having nice stack here, and we're just hiking this working side hip up, up. Exhale up, inhale down. And you can move slow with this. You don't have to rush. There's a hair in my mouth. Good. Give me one more. Beautiful work. Before we move on, let's do a really quick stretch. So let's take our right foot, place it in front of the left. We'll take our right hand, reach it over, grab the right wrist with the left hand. Reach all the way over and push your hips over to the right just to release those muscles. Gently lift through the pelvic floor, pull the belly button to the spine. Beautiful work. Tuck the ribs. Other side, we're going to switch. Left foot goes in front. Left hand reaches over. Right hand grabs the left wrist. Pull yourself over. Push the hips out to the left. Nice side body stretch. Just releasing those muscles a little bit. Beautiful work. Good. And release. So from here, we're going to do a hip hiker again. This time we're going to do it facing down. So I'm going to start with my block under my right knee. My knees are under my hips. My wrists are under my shoulders. I'm going to turn my elbow pit to face forward, okay? So my elbow bone is not facing out, it's trying to face behind me. What this does is it engages a little bit more through my serratus anterior, which is a really important muscle for stabilizing your shoulder blades. So you want to feel all down the side of the ribs and maybe even like that back chunk of the armpit engaging. I'm going to draw my belly button to the spine, keep that natural little bit of curvature in my lower back. And here I'm going to think of just hiking this hip up and back. So what I'm not doing is twisting through my spine. I'm keeping my pelvis pretty level. My spine is pretty straight. It's more I'm thinking of using my core and my lower back muscles to suck my thigh bone up into the hip socket, up into the hip socket. So I'm exhaling up, inhaling down, exhaling up, inhaling down. Beautiful work. Keeping it going. You might even feel that oblique start to engage. That's great. Good. Keep that pelvic floor engaged. Keeping it going. Awesome work. Beautiful. Give me 3. Give me 2. Give me 1. Good. On this next one, we're going to lift and hold it there. So think the knees are level with each other. Good. We don't want to drop this knee any lower. You can even look down towards your legs if you need to. Just try to keep a nice long neutral neck. Tuck the chin ever so slightly. Feel that core engage. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Come on down. We're going to switch sides. Good. So place that block under the knee. Same deal. We're going to hike that hip up. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We draw the belly button to the spine. We tuck our ribs. We engage through our pelvic floor. Good. Feel free to always do extra. If you feel like you got it in you, you can always add some more zhuzh to that. Keeping it going. Keep breathing. Keep drawing the belly button to the spine, tucking those ribs. Beautiful work. Feel that oblique engage. So try to keep equal length through both sides of the side body. Try to keep that little bit of curvature in the lower back. Imagine I've placed a tennis ball in the lower back. You don't want to feel it roll out. We're actively pushing the ground away from us, keeping those elbow pits rotated forward. Give me 3. Give me 2. Give me 1. Good. And release. So take a sec here, grab some water. We can do a quick little release for our side body. So if we fan our feet together, knee and foot go together, we'll place one hand on our side. So if my right leg's in front, right hand comes to the floor. I'm going to push my hips forward. Big reach over with that left arm, just to release that oblique a little bit. Beautiful. Other side, we're going to switch. So hand comes to the side, reach the hips forward, big reach overhead. And release. Good stuff. So from here, we're going to move on to our 90-90s. So we're going to sit on our mat. We're going to want to have our knees at 90 and 90. So my shin is parallel to the front of the mat. My thigh is parallel to the edge of the mat. My back thigh is parallel to the front edge of the mat, and my back shin is parallel to the edge of my mat. I'm going to place my hands on the ground here, and I'm just going to think of having both my hips facing forward, nice long spine here. I'm going to fold it forward and just feel that kind of release through the glute and the lower back a little bit. Good. Moving slow. You do not have to force your range of motion. You don't have to go far. Let your body guide you. Stop wherever you feel like you're at your limit. But try to think nice, long, tall, elongated spine. Maybe feel a nice stretch through that lower back as well. Today's workout is not necessarily the hardest one, but we're building some nice functionality, some good symmetry, some good balance within our body. Is that a whale? God, there's whales. What? Oh. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Hi, beautiful. Oh, beautiful love. That was so cool, guys. Oh my God, I am jazzed. That was such a neat experience. You're going to have to enjoy my very old iPhone / home video cinematography there, but it did jump up and take a big mouthful. So I guess it's chasing some food or something, but I'm pretty sure it was a humpback. So that's really, really special that we got to share that. Oh my goodness. So coming back to the other side, knees are bent at 90, shin is parallel to the edge of the front edge of the mat, thigh is parallel to the side, this back thigh parallel to the front edge, and back shin parallel to the side of my mat. So you can kind of use your mat as your reference point. And then from here, hands go to either side. Nice long spine here, elongating, flat lower back if possible. We're going to reach forward. We're going to find our midpoint. Good. And we're just going to slowly work through this range of motion just a few times just to release the back, release the hips. And of course, again, as always, we listen to our body. We don't force anything. Try to gently draw the belly button to the spine. Keep a gentle lift through that pelvic floor. I'm just hoping that whale comes back. That was so cool. It just brings out my inner child. Total childlike excitement every time I see them. That was so special. You can always hear them before you see them. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure my microphone picked up the sound of the blow, but I heard it right away. I was like, oh, whale! Come back, little baby, come back. Good. From here, let's come back to the other side now. So again, just finding that 90-90, you can use your mat as your reference. 90-90, parallel, 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 parallel. Hands to either side. So here, elongate the spine, lean forward just a little. And we're going to see if we can lift that back foot. Lift it up. Good. And try to keep your ankle in line with your knee. Good. Draw the belly button to the spine. Beautiful work. Good job. Give me 3. Give me 2. Give me 1. Lift and hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the foot down. Now see if you can lift your knee for 10, for 9. Ooh, the wind. For 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side. Good. So again, nice long spine. We're going to hinge at the hips, leaning it forward just a little. See if you can lift that back foot. Oh my goodness, this side is awful for me. For 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the knee for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold the knee there for 10, 9, 8. Gently lift the pelvic floor. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Woof. So we're going to do a variation of this movement. Now we're going to come down and we're going to lay on our mats. So we're going to be face down You might want to be a little bit off the mat just so your knee can be resting on the mat. I'm a little bit of a princess and I like squishy things. So again, my knee is bent at 90. My shin is running parallel to the edge of my mat. I'm going to try to press my pubic bone and my two hip bones equally to the floor. But of course, this bent side hip is going to be a little bit elevated. That's okay. And I'm going to just rest my rest my forehead on my hands. From here, I'm going to press the knee into the ground. I'm going to lift the foot up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Now, the leg that is straight behind me, I have my knee lifted off the floor. My toes are firmly pressed into the sand. And my thigh is engaged. So I'm not just wet noodling my leg to the ground here. It's nice and firm. Good. Keeping it going. We continue to lift. Beautiful work. Can you give me 10 more? For 10. 9. Keep drawing the belly button to the spine. Engage to that pelvic floor. 8. Beautiful work. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lift and hold it there. Little pulse for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lift and hold it there. Oh my God, I know. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Push the foot to the ground. Now we're going to try to lift our knee. So this one's quite awful for me. But see how it feels for you. So we're going to try to lift our knee for 10. 9. 8. Good job. Keep that straight leg. Keep the knee off the floor. Quad is engaged. Gently draw the pelvic floor up and in. Try to avoid rocking side to side. 2. 1. Give me 10 more. Try to press the two hip bones and the pubic bone to the floor equally. We draw the belly button to the spine. We tuck the ribs. We engage through our pelvic floor. Good job. For 3. For 2. For 1. Little pulse up. Pulse. 2. 3. 4. Oh my God. 5. Ow! 7. 8. 9. 10. And hold and float that knee for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Woo! Holy cannoli. Ah, yeah, yeah. Send help. Ouch. Good. Let's do our other side now. Switching it over. I will turn around so you can still get a good visual of what's happening. Here we go. So my head is resting on my hands. I'm going to shift myself over here. My knee is bent at 90, so my knee's in line with my hip. My shin is parallel. I'm going to push my pubic bone and my two hip bones to the floor. This back leg, I'm not resting the knee on the ground. My quad is active. My kneecap is lifted. I'm pushing my toes into the floor. I'm going to gently engage through my pelvic floor. I'm going to lift my heel up to the sky and down. Good. So I'm exhaling as I lift, inhaling as I come down. Beautiful work. Good. Continuing to move with it. Following your breathing. Keep that pelvic floor engaged. And try to lengthen the lower back. So think you want to try to lengthen and relax through that lower back. You don't really want to be gripping through there. Where we're really trying to target is in the side of our hips and the side of our bum cheeks. Good job. Keeping it going. Keep lifting that pelvic floor. Can you give me 10 more? We've got this. Here we go. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lift and hold. Little pulse for 10. 9. 8. Keep that other knee off the floor. Pelvic floor is engaged. Draw the belly button to the spine. Good. Lift and hold it there for 10. 9. 8. Press the pubic bone, the two hip bones to the ground for 3. 2. and 1. Bring the foot down. Now we're going to do the knee. This one feels terrible, as always for me. Lift the knee. Oh, this side's awful. For 10. Exhale up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me 10 more. We got this. For 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold that knee. Oh, little pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold it there for 10. 9, 8. Engage the pelvic floor. Try to keep both hips level with the ground. Lift that knee. 2 and 1. Oh my goodness. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We are almost there. Feel free to grab some water if you like. So for this one, we will use our yoga block. You can do it without, and if the yoga block keeps falling out and it ends up being a huge distractor for you, don't stress too much. You can do it without. However, I am a big fan of using the block for this one because it forces really good hamstring engagement. So I'm going to place my block on the back of my heel, and then I'm going to just gently angle it kind of forward like this, just so I can sit it at the base of my bum cheek. From here, I'm going to squeeze. Whew, I'm already getting a hamstring. The cramps are real today. Whew. I'm going to squeeze that hamstring to force that block to stay right where I want it. I'm going to come down here, wrists underneath my shoulders, knees under the hips. I'm going to draw the ribs up and in. Try not to round the lower back. Keep that natural curvature. So imagine you've got that little tennis ball sitting here. Draw the belly button up and in. From here, I'm going to squeeze that block, drive it straight to the sky, bring it down. Exhale up. Inhale down. So notice as I'm lifting, I'm not dumping my belly. I'm keeping the belly button drawn up. I'm keeping my spine totally still. I'm actively pushing away from the floor. I'm thinking of rotating the insides of the elbow pits forward, so that way I can really push away and feel those muscles down the side of the rib cage engage. That's that serratus anterior I was referring to earlier. Oh, a little float plane. Cool. If you're not feeling those muscles, don't stress too much. We will get there, I promise. Keep engaging through that pelvic floor. Good. I'm going to turn around for just a second here. Notice that as I'm lifting, I'm not pushing my hips to the side. I'm keeping my hips stacked directly over top of my knee. I'm totally immobile. Only that leg is moving. Good. On this next one, we're going to lift and hold. We're going to do a little pulse, little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to bring that knee down. We're not going to touch the floor. We're going to bring that leg out to the side and in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Beautiful work. So think equal side length in your side body. We're drawing that belly button to the spine. We're drawing the ribs up and in. We're engaging through the pelvic floor. We're breathing slow, just working through it. Again, with that opposite side hip, keep it stacked over top of the knee. Can you give me 10 more here? For 10, 9, 8, 7. Draw that belly button up and in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift and hold it there. A little pulse for 10, 9, 8. Keep squeezing that block. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold for 10, 9, 8. Draw the belly button in. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Other side, and then we cool down. So we press that block into the back of the glute. Bring our hands to the floor. Hips are stacked over our knee. We lift as we exhale for 10, 9, 8. Draw the ribs and the belly button to the spine. 7, 6, 5, 4, I hear the whale again. 3. He's back. 2. 1. Give me 10 more. 10. 9. 8. Where are you? I can hear you. 7. 6. Keep drawing that belly button to the spine. 2. 1. Little pulse. Pulse it up for 10. 9. 8. Keeping it going. 7. 6. I'm just scanning the horizon for that whale because I can hear it. 2. 1. Lift and hold it there for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring it down, out to the side. Lift for 10. 9. 8. Beautiful work. 7. 6. 5. Again, we keep this hip over our knee. We draw the belly button to the spine. We tuck the ribs. We engage the pelvic floor. Give me 10 more. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. Keep drawing the ribs up and in. Draw that belly button. 2. 1. Lift and hold. Little pulses to the side for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it there for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. Keep this hip over the knee. 3. 2. And 1. Hoo-yah! Right on, friends. Let's do a really quick cool down stretch here. We'll keep watching for that whale because I can hear his blow. Cross one ankle over the knee. Nice flat lower back, sitting tall. Good. Try to push this knee away from you. What a great job you did today. So again, not the hardest, most intense Pilates workout, but we're fusing a little bit of physiotherapy, a little bit of rehab, a little bit of mobility, just to give ourselves a nice, well-rounded approach to training our bodies. Good. Feel free to move your legs side to side if that feels safe for your body. And if anything came up for you emotionally during this practice, I hope you took some time to let yourself feel, cry, whatever you have to do. Other side. Our hips do hold a lot of trauma, a lot of emotion. And interestingly enough, the psoas muscle, which is what makes the hip flexor, it connects to the lower back. It kind of crosses your pelvis. And it's called the feeling muscle. And it's directly connected to your nervous system. So that's part of why when we're tense, angry, stressed, sad, we hold a lot of that in our hips. And releasing our hips can actually release all of that. So good. Gentle side to side movement here. Beautiful work. And we got to see a whale today. How cool is that? So amazing. Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Good. So from here, let's have our knees slightly bent. We're going to reach across, grab the opposite side. We're going to round our spine up and away. So this is a good stretch for the back of the shoulder blades, but it does kind of pull down into the back of the lower back as well. So really think you're rounding your spine, pulling away and pushing down with your foot on a gas pedal. Other side. I guess that whale must be feeding around here. So special. Good. And release from here. Let's bend our knees a bit more. Hug the knees to the chest. Round the spine. Think tuck the nose to the belly button. Round the spine, pull away. Good. And release other way. Just breathe. And release. Good stuff. And last but not least, we'll just do a really quick stretch for our side body so we can come into a child's pose, walking our hands forward. We're going to walk our hands over to one side. Nice stretch for that side body. Big lean. And just trying to release a little bit more. And I'm going to highly recommend, if you have time, to finish this practice off with a little pigeon stretch. We're going to move to the other side. And of course, if you're running out of time because you've got other things to do, that's so very understandable. We'll finish off with a pigeon stretch, actually. I know I said last but not least, but you know what? I lied. Just kidding, April Fools. So bring one leg forward, think wrist behind or ankle behind wrist, knee behind other wrist. You can always place a block under your hip. I'm super tight, so I'm going to hang out here. Good. If this feels good for you, you can actually take, I'm getting a foot cramp. You can take the opposite arm. So if my right leg is bent in front, I'm going to take my left arm, thread it across, and come down. Good. Other side. Stepping it out, bringing it across. And again, opposite arm can thread through. And release. Right on, friends. Thank you so much for joining. It was so lovely to have you. I really hope you found some benefit to this workout. These are really great exercises. Again, as I mentioned, they can help with a lot of things, but if you have some lower back pain or even some knee issues, sometimes just balancing out that pelvis and the hips can really, really help. And if not, it's just a really great workout for you anyway, because these are all the small little exercises that most of us don't really care to do. And our physios are often like, you got to do these. So thank you so much for coming. The universe rewarded you. We got to see a humpback. That was so rad. I'm still so excited. But I wish you all the very best. Take great care of yourselves. If you're enjoying my videos, it would really mean a lot to me if you would hit that little subscribe button and maybe share it with a few people that you love, because I love what I'm doing and I love getting to share this with you. And I will see you very soon. Take care.